One thing about Julius Malema and XOLA, they are here to grill Senzo Mchunu. It's so funny that XOLA is from the ANC, but he grilled him. He pushed him from Cape to Cairo. This is what happened when Senzo Mchunu couldn't hold it, but said that, actually, I don't have evidence that MKHWANAZI threatened me because I recorded afterwards. Hey, let me play the clip.
When they started the recording, they acknowledged what they had discussed on the 2nd, as you heard the other time. That needed to be clarified. Yes, they did speak about a supposedly screenshot conversation between them, but they themselves say they didn't know how that came about, but it had omission of things that they thought anyone who would have recorded them would have included them, but excluded some of those things. So you say you are concerned about that. We'll leave it to them and their recording. I was merely sharing the recording on my side.
Okay, you say part of what would have made you interested for recording of conversations is the fact that you got briefed by the Chief of Staff that the General MKHWANAZI is very angry and making threats. So you advised the Chief of Staff that it would actually be adequate that from now on you record the conversation. So you brought evidence in the form of an audio. That part of the threats that you think that are being said in the audio is that someone says if you are clean, you can proceed and all those things. But I don't know what other honorable members would have heard in the audio. But what I heard in the audio was actually the sentiments of your Chief of Staff, Mr. Nkabinde, saying those things of being clean, not clean, and all those things. Did you finally get the part that which you wanted us to hear, so that we are able to understand better your argument in regard to this? You recall that even Honorable Malema did advise that when you come back today, you must actually direct us exactly where we must go, so that we understand your argument better.
The part that I was interested in was where such a statement was being made between them and then recorded. Now, it's only in reference, it turns out, because that part was said before they started recording.
This is not the only time where this guy admits to his wrongdoing. Even Julius Malema made him to admit that immediately means now. He actually admitted to immediately meaning now.
There's a minister who's got a driver because you're giving examples of cars, and they're driving, you're at the back, then you say to them, hey chief, stop the car immediately. They must stop it next week. In the context, in whatever context, must stop next week. Because when you say stop the car immediately, stops now. So immediately only means that, doesn't mean any other thing. In whatever context, if you say, well, stop the car immediately, and there is no yellow lane or anywhere where they can park, they will be looking at finding a way to stop this car immediately, because the principal said we must stop the car immediately. But that should have been the understanding of the letter of the 31st. When you wrote it, you were expecting that must stop now. Can we all agree that that is the understanding? Not that in the context it meant this and that. Yes. Check. Through you.
Yes, Honorable Minister, you may respond.
The difficulty with that streamlined meaning is that it leaves out what is in the context concretely. The directive doesn't end there. It doesn't say stop now or disband now. It talks about a preliminary report, which I don't believe. I respect your view, but I don't believe we should remove the preliminary report. I don't believe we should remove the UNESCO meeting where same was going to be discussed as per one directive, because it didn't come in any other day. It came on the same day, in the same directive. So yes, I can't say immediate doesn't mean now, but in the context in which it was said.
Not just that, Julius Malema made him also to admit that he has some connections with VUSUMUZI MATLALA, the very VUSUMUZI MATLALA that he said he doesn't know. Because in the beginning of these proceedings, if you guys remember, of the ad hoc committee, said he doesn't know VUSUMUZI MATLALA, has never met VUSUMUZI MATLALA, and said that he knows Bramukotsi, but he is not associated with Bramukotsi. But now proof is there, and he finally agreed through an attorney and affidavits that are involved that actually he knows VUSUMUZI MATLALA.
Out of feeling pity, without you giving them instruction, go to maximum prison to get an affidavit from a dangerous man. Then you say, no, I give them instructions. Despite what is happening in this country about this man, despite what brings us here, because at the center of it is that MATLALA takes decisions about this or that. If he's been told that PKTT is being disbanded and all of that, you still want to have something to do with such a person. Worse, on an official legal documents, which are going to go before Matanga, before Parliament, and perhaps ultimately in court. Why would you want to associate with such a character? Worse, if you say you don't know him. Because I was, for instance, associated with MATLALA. My wife's surname is MATLALA. And it was immediately assumed that I know MATLALA. I've never issued a statement. I've never done anything. I don't care what they think. I don't know the chap. But you, because your lawyers, it's you. You pass all these big fences of maximum prison looking for an affidavit from an ethical man who's in prison. How do you justify that, Minister?
Now, let me read this. It will add another dimension. I may have used all those words, but what is actually written down is a straight answer to you. It says, Dear Mr. July, July is my lawyer. It says, I confirm that I act on behalf of Mr. and Mrs. MATLALA, my clients, who have directed that I send this email to you. I understand that you represent the police commissioner, Mr. Senzo Mchunu, at the Majanga Commission. Well, I'm sure he meant police minister. My instructions are to present to you an affidavit deposed by Mr. MATLALA. In essence, Mr. MATLALA denies any dubious dealings with minister and wishes for what he terms General MKHWANAZI's false allegations to be investigated. For that purpose, the following documents are attached to this email. Then I attach those emails. Now, this suggests that even the lawyers never went to maximum prison. There was discussion between the two lawyers after I had said we're leaving no stone unturned where there is my name and concerns. Now, remember the background. On a daily basis, if not on an hourly basis, people write false things about me and my name, and link me to people I'm not linked with or to in anything. And you have to. There won't be any thing coming from heaven that would actually clarify the matter. So anything that is legal, anything that is proper in terms of documentation and all of that between the lawyers, and they found that possible, that it could be, not that they traveled, not that there's anything illegal. Because people on a daily basis, as I say, they write dotted lines, which I don't understand what.
Yo, guys, this is so bad. This is too much. I'm shook at this moment. And these two individuals, and the way they asked him about interministerial committee, when he said that no, the interministerial committee has the power to disband. In actual fact, it doesn't have that power. So this guy, literally, he got exposed today. And if I was him, I was going to say, okay, I did it. Let me go. Because he's getting grilled left, right, and center ever since this cross-examination started. It's like he's implicating himself even more, and he seems like, you know what, you don't deserve to be a minister, let him shut up. Yay, Ramaphosa, get rid of this person right now. This night is too young because we still have more other MPs that are still going to question him, but so far they are grilling him, and you can just see the defeat in his eyes. Oh God, he's so defeated. He's finished. He's tired. I think what is ringing in his head is that, okay. I'm just hoping that one person will just make him and crack him to end up saying, okay, I did it, then what? Because I think that right now it's that bad for him that he's about to crack. He's about to break open. He's about to tell the truth, of which I think the best thing that he can do for himself is to tell the truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. That's what he's supposed to do, because literally there is no defense whatsoever. There's no defense in this whole situation. The only defense he has is to say that, okay, I did it.
Someone who says, if you are clean, go on. And then you see that as a threat. Because we get told that nonsense all the time. Malema is not there because he's not clean, he meant severe, and then I must be threatened by that.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not.
If someone says to you, if you are clean, go on, and let's see what happens. I will never see that as a threat because I'm clean. Actually, I'm continuing so that you can take whatever you want to take against me. If I know I'm clean, I will never be blackmailed. If that is kind of a blackmail or a threat, why would you take something like that as a threat, where a person says, if you were clean, go on, and you say, I'm being threatened? You're not being threatened. He's right. If you are clean, go on. And you are going on because you think you are clean. You have nothing to hide. You have never retreated from what you're doing because someone said, if he's clean, let him proceed. I don't think that is a threat.
It's not a threat in a sense, but it is in a sense.
I don't know what you guys think. What do you think about these two men? They're doing a really good job in terms of cross-examination and how they're questioning him. The way they're taking out the truth in him. He's finally admitting to say, okay. He never said he never disbanded. He always said he disbanded. But I think what they took out of him is the fact that he immediately means now. And the fact that his connections with VUSUMUZI MATLALA, the first thing that he denied in the beginning. And also, they've just made him to say that, okay, I'm a liar. I'm a big liar. Oh my God. This is so interesting. I don't know what you think about a minister who's a liar, who just keeps on lying and getting busted, especially from these two men who keep on exposing him and exposing his lies and exposing the type of a person that we have as a minister of police. Ramaphosa will be so brave if he continues making this man the minister of police. I feel like he's run his course, his run is time, it's over for him. He should just give in his resignation, because literally this is just not gonna work going forward. People will never forget what happened with the Matlanga. People will never forget with what happened with the ad hoc. And guys, keep in mind everything that he said. Let us see if he's going to be consistent with the story and say the same thing in Matlanga, because I foresee that in Matlanga he might change his story. I blame those legal representatives. They didn't train him properly. I thought they did, but now I'm changing my mind. They didn't. Nonetheless, Commissioner Thoughts, I will see you guys on my next upload. I'll keep on, guys, it's hard because I'm working alone. And I have to check on both ad hoc, Matlanga. So it's very hard. So just sometimes take just bits and pieces and just, keep on informing you guys. But otherwise, go check SK Productions. Is it SK Media or what? Something like that. SK Media or SK Productions. Good summaries there of the proceedings of Matlanga. If you feel like you don't want to watch the whole proceedings, there's really good summaries. Go watch him or her in that platform. But otherwise, here we're just also going to, just try to, touch base, some of the things that were said in the Matlanga or the ad hoc. Nonetheless, I'll see you guys on my next upload. Bye.